理の女神ニケ。
それで終わりか。思いっきりかかってこいよ。全てはあの方のため。
マイティツールズの工房へようこそっす。また来てくださいっす。ありがとうございます。うちの店、
私のモールへ。
ショッピング楽しんじゃってくださいね。決済完了。もっと何かお探しですか？
天地万物を切るとはこういうことです。
派遣作戦を開始します。
何が目的で私にこんなによくしてくれるんだ。一番効果的な解決法は暴力。
Oh man. Not feeling great, but my friends and I are all watching the Uma Musume movie and I'm very excited about that. I've seen it already 2 or 3 times. I love that movie so much. I get to watch it again. I've got my array of unhealthy snacks on the ready. And then after that, I go back to college. Yay! When I'm not feeling like garbage though, I actually need to go to my... I haven't even got my books. I haven't gotten any like... I haven't even like looked at... because I've never been to the campus that I'm going to. So I need to... I don't even know where my classes are. Don't even know if the bookstore is there. I mean, I'm going to assume so, but the other campus is the bigger one. That's 2 weeks from now.
いい戦いだった。次はもっと強いものと戦いたい。
物語は幸せ。任務完了。帰るわよ、ユリ。こうなった以上、私も手加減つまらない戦闘になりそうだわ。希望を失わない限り我々は負けません。
Honestly, I was thinking about just skipping this, but
鉄くずどもの性能を見実力チェックといきましょう。
we'll do it. We'll do it.
一日の最後はケーキで。こっちを泣かなくね。学校生活、学生の本質を見せてあげる。きれいに残したいんだ。今日の野外授業はここまで。
Okay.
今日はドラゴンに会えるかな。学校生活最後くらいは綺麗に残したいの。さっきと交換完了。ユニ、ちょっと待っててね。学校生活、学生の本質を見せてあげる。綺麗に残したいの。
Boy, reading fuck. Reading risky texts from people who are already in a relationship. I just boy. This is on the am I overreacting? And it's like, no. Unless oh, okay, never mind. Oh. Hello, Haran. Honestly, I might just skip out on this today too. It's 3 days. How are we doing today? Oh, one other thing that nobody asked for. I got hoed in Grand Blue once again. I feel like I feel like season 2 Omni-Man without spoiling it, the very beginning when he was in space. That's where I am mentally. I woke up, oh boy, new banner, new characters. Sure, they're not top class, but two things I need are on rate up. Proceeds to not get anything. 4 things rate up, gets nothing. What's it called? Gets only 4 SSRs, and that's only because one of them had 3 in there, and none of them were new, of course. New character, and it's Cagliostro, and I don't even like Cag, bro. It's like I fell down the stairs of life. What do I think about Ninja Gaiden? I haven't seen anything on it yet. I'm very excited to play it whenever I get around to it. But I've seen someone making a post. It's probably rage bait, but someone had made a post saying people who do like Dark Souls and very hard, high difficulty games are struggling with Ninja Gaiden. And you know, I've played Ninja Gaiden, right? Ninja Gaiden it's what we call being unironic and ironic at the same time. It's what separates the men from the boys, okay? It is not a game you play to enjoy yourself. You want to torture yourself. You want to test the limits of your ability. You want to whatever cringe meme thing you can think of or say in this particular scenario, right? But this is very rewarding, right? The games are very rewarding. Am I sick? Yes, I am. It looks like a hard game, yeah. Hey, I've been sick for like the past week, but I'm only here to stream the last 2 parts of this, and I'm peacing out. It's also a short stream. I streamed at like 12 or 1 a.m. my time yesterday, or this morning, I guess. And then it was for 30 minutes, and I dipped. We are reaching the conclusion of this story, and we have hard mode, which I'll probably stream that day too. That's like next Friday. You guys think, okay, if I played Clair Obscure, if I started it like tomorrow, you guys think I'd be able to beat it within 2 weeks? Is it possible? I gotta re-download that game actually. Hopefully feeling better. Yeah, me too. I have things I need to do, but I can't do it while I'm sick. It's an awful conundrum. I'm sorry, my mind was somewhat elsewhere. I was like reading it, but I wasn't reading it. Well, I mean, I read up to like this part. Okay.
ただし私たちのことは隠すな。ここで奴らとケリをつける。デコイを使わない。それではラプチャーがここに集まってきてしまうのでは。理解の上だ。
本気か。そんな命がけで戦って何になる。
今まで命を懸けてなかったとでも言うのか。しっかりしろ三流。地上はもともと敗北と死で溢れた場所だ。命を懸けない限り何も始まらない。違うか。
それはそうだが。
なら余計な音を立てずに離れる。
Oh, well, I'm in the better half. I was just worse for the past week. We're better, but we're not we're at like 60, I think. I was sitting at like a low 20 for the past couple days.
勝つ以外はない。
わかった。
わかりました。必ず生き残ってください。
アンリミテッドと合流次第すぐに救援に戻りますので。
まずは自分たちが生き残れ。はい。ではこちらも最善を尽くします。
ああ、命がけの作戦。いくら再生の舞台だってあんな人数で勝てるわけがない。理解できん。俺は
指揮官どうしました。
ああ、今行く。
よし。信じるぞ。
こんな煙の中でよく当たるね。
さすがね。口より足を動かせ。
Also, I'm going to take this opportunity. If you guys have not seen Beginning of a New Era from Uma Musume by Cygames, even if you have no attachment or interest in any of it at all, I'm going to highly suggest watching the movie anyways. Not as an Uma onlooker. Jesus, words. But as someone who likes sports anime. If you like sports anime, right? You've seen Kuroko no Basket, you've seen Haikyuu, you've seen like Blue Lock and you know, stuff like that, right? It's sports anime wise alone, it's worth watching. And I would stream it and watch it on stream if I could. And watch it 6 more times. That anime, that movie is just, it's so good. Okay, wait, what is she? Can you? I see. Track the. Okay, it's a command instead. Can you? You okay? It's very interesting because these two things do mean a world of difference, right? If your commanding officer asks you like this, as in, are you able to do something versus you will do something, right? it instills fear, but it gives you urgency, right, to do it. Like, it's not a matter of can I do this, you know, you have to do this, you know, versus can you track their movements, and it's like, well, I could try, and then it's like, well, looks like, you know, you don't have to really try, and then you don't find anything.
正確な位置はわからないわ。あ、それでいい。
Ooh, that's so cool.
うまくいったわね。このまま続けるぞ。ベスティはエイマクを維持しろ。排気音？エマ。
Misses. Oh, it didn't miss. Wow, look at her.
上位個体だ。
やっぱり最後はリーダーが決めるのよね。こんな時に不発か。煙幕が消えかけだ。ベスティ、張り直せ。
分かった。
体で止めたのか。うんうん、足跡が来てる。え
What is this game actually about? Oh man. Is it time to show my favorite game, Nikke? Okay. I'm not going to give you the short of it. I am sick. I'm not feeling that great. But I love this game as much as I love DOA is a good way to put it, right? You guys know how much I do like I did play that game. It's up there. It's post-apocalyptic. Androids are so you have androids known as Nikke, which are like, you know, these three characters, for example. They are all women, right? It is so I don't know where to start. If you're just asking for the story, they're trying to reclaim the surface, right? So the surface, like the earth, like the grass and shit, has been abandoned by humanity because of these things called raptures. You'll see one in a bit, like I'm sure they'll show it on the screen. And they kind of kill on sight. And then there's also a hierarchy with it, right? It's not just the raptures. You have the heretics, who are just Nikkes, who used to be like fighting for humanity's side, and they got corrupted, and now they are fighting for the rapture. Then you have like the rapture. Then you have like Lord class, Zeus was like, it's different types of enemies, right? And then you have the rapture queen is the big one, right? But humanity's underground. They are trying to survive government politics, lies, evil characters, people who are trying to. It's not. I've never really thought about summarizing this, because I will shill this game to the ends of the earth. Now, it's a fan service heavy game. I do have to. I always say this every time I talk about this game and fan service in general. I'm not big on fan service. I don't really care for it. If anything, I actively avoid things that are typically heavy on fan service. My friends and I played this game to make fun of it, and we ended up loving it. And all of us, like every single one of us, plays to this day, with like since the game launched. Like the campaign for this game was absolutely ridiculous, trying to get players to play it. And when I wish I streamed or showed just how much shit we were talking about this game. And for me, it's difficult to sway my mind on things like this. But the story, like when I played the game, the story was so phenomenal, and I was so invested and interested in the characters and shit. I was like, okay, hold on, no. That's what everybody else, like all my other friends, because they played before me, and I said, I'm never touching this shit. Y'all can have it. and then I gave in. I said, all right, I'll try it just to say I did, and then I'll fuck off. And then I ended up loving this game more than breathing itself. Right now, my main goal, my main mission is to stay alive so I can see the rest of these chapters. How am I? I have a sore throat. Sore throat, body aches, hot and cold. It was a mess, right? Fever. If anyone knows Grand Blue, I was moving pretty much like Galleon for the entirety of it all. Talking was very difficult. Breathing. I was coughing a lot. It hurt my head. I had headaches, trouble sleeping, hot flashes. It was bad. Anyways, Nikke, right? Nikke? Yeah. The character design, like, if you're into like fan service, this game has it all. If you're not, if you're much like me and you're just like, you're turned off by fan service, this game still has a lot to offer if you care about story. And like, I'd say I've been around the block in most gacha games, right? I played a good portion of them, right? This game, out of all the gacha games that I played, I love Grand Blue Fantasy, okay? Grand Blue Fantasy is my favorite gacha game, period. Or not even just gacha game, just favorite game, period. I think this game's story is just well above that, and this is my favorite story, not of just any gacha game, but of any game, period. There's a lot of like care with the characters. They're very consistent. The writing is phenomenal. It's just, the game to me is very untouchable. But if you're here for along just for the ride, you just need something in the background. This, right, what I'm doing right now, this is one of the story events. Every so often they'll have an event that's actually somewhat tied to the story, and that's what this is. And this is somewhat like of a major event. I had just finished the main story on stream like a couple weeks ago, and or I'm caught up rather again, because have I a cup or a bottle of water? Yeah, I've got a Dasani. I had a ginger ale, a Dasani, I had soup. We're feeling adventurous today though, so we're eating like a degenerate because I'm watching the Uma Musume movie with my friends. And basically also, I guess because you guys don't know me on a personal level, but like I don't just give praises to games or media just for the fuck of it, right? Even I understand where there's a difference of like, I like X thing only because of my tastes, and X thing is good. In the same way, like I love Grand Blue, but I know my friend group, and I know Grand Blue's not, you know, it ain't right. But if I say that this game's story is just that good, it to me it means the world, right? It's not lightly. Like back in the day, I mean, I guess this doesn't really mean anything either, but I was just thinking about it. Like I remember back in the day, I know everybody was talking up Attack on Titan. I was getting ready to shit on it, and then I watched the first episode, and then that was it. that was it. This is actually insane. Like what? Why? Oh yeah, no, you do that with like salt, and then you hot water. I'm at the like how do I say? This is like the tail end of the sickness, so I'm at the point of where I'm a lot better. I'm able to talk a lot more versus like yesterday or the day before, because I did stream and it was bad then, and I honestly did not think of that, but it yeah, the voice makes me sound a little cooler, so I want to leave that just a little bit. There was a time where I had it wasn't COVID. I don't remember what it was. Oh, I had an acid attack, right? In my throat. My vocal cords got affected, and it made my voice sound like an R&B singer from the 90s. Now, I was trying to hold on to that for as long as I could. I failed, y'all. Town Musicians of Bremen.
あらちょうどいいことよね
And we have a bunch of silly characters.
足跡を見ていると感づかれたか。バカにしやがって。何？
Maybe they'll show one of the raptures that I was talking about. This is a new design for the raptures too. The ones that they gave the enemies in this scenario, they are very new.
そうみたいね。重厚
And these three characters are all just came out. They've been in the game since the very beginning, but they like a few months ago, more than a few months, I'd say 6 months ago, they had their big glow up and now they look like this. But
ふざけた適応力だな。
ooh, freshwater too. Listen, I'm holding on to my voice as long as I can.
だったか。
It's very important. I have to sound cool, all right? Not that I don't already sound cool, all right? But I sound cooler. It's like cool. It's like Daniel and then cooler Daniel. This is okay. So this is an example of what a rapture is, and they vary in design. So like, if you see when I get into the combat sections of this game, they can look like some of the things, the enemies that I fight, or they can have special. If they're like major enemies, then they have special designs like this, which this thing looks so cool to me. Like it looks, just look at the art of this thing. It's just, it's so sick.
ここは引くぞ。
戦わないの
了解。行くぞ。
では早速一杯やりに行くとするかな
打つ手がない。こちらの作戦。
Oh, so the hard mode is gonna be the real ending.
最初の煙幕で
The music is also really loud for some reason.
されちゃったわね
What is going on? This patch has been an absolute disaster in terms of like, it's kind of broken the game in certain parts.
煙幕を張り直すために撃ったミサイルも体当たりで止められちゃったし
足跡で位置を把握していることも覚えられた。銃口を見て狙撃をかわされる。こんなことが実際に考え
They spelled absolute incorrect. It's just a mess, man.
じゃあどうするのこのままだと攻めも守りも無理だけど一度撤退して救援部隊を待つのが現実的だと思うわ
そうだな。だが、それをしない。
Okay.
あれを私たちで倒す。
全然戦術的じゃないね上位個体に一発は当ててたわよね
ああ、炸裂しなかった。ベヒモス戦でも使った炸裂だ。実績を買ったんだ。肝心な時に不発とはね。
不発
装甲の裏側で炸裂する設計だ。逆に相応の衝撃が加わらないと起爆しない。着弾角度が良くなかったんだ。
後から爆発させられないの
理論上は方法がないわけじゃない。弾頭の背面に衝撃を加えればいい。
じゃあさっき撃った場所にもう一発当てればいいってこと
できると思うか。そもそも狙撃を回避してくる相手だ。
Yeah, no, I'm here. No, listen. I'd have to go downstairs and then. Oh, you talking about just gurgling the water? I mean, I could do that, right? It's a lot of effort. I don't plan on streaming for that long though. It's like as soon as this part is over, that's probably gonna be the end of the stream. Unless I want to like shill this game a little bit more and show off some of the characters, which I'm going to do. But there won't be a whole lot of talking involved. In the end, you know, I'll be alright.
私が足でも
に知られていない戦術がある。
本当に？
原始的な海にこちらも慣れていない。うまくいく星
I would say Emma is the strongest of the three, right?
失敗すればそこで終わりだ。
運がそんな
Is she pouting? It looks like it.
だから命をかけた。そして私たちは必ず勝つ。
もちろんよ。
Are we gonna... Victory is certain. Anyone stronger than Hayabusa? Am I okay? We're okay now. Just strike off. Are you asking like from this game in this universe, or just in general? Oh, we're getting an animated cutscene? Oh shit, oh shit. Oh my goodness. This thing's design is so cool.
終わりだ。
Oh, the Alice jump scare.
みんな大事はない？
この声は来たみたいね。
合流できたか？
ベスティ、エマ。
皆さんご無事ですか？ええ、こっちは全員無事よ。
Oh, and of this game, I don't think I honestly would not know how to quantify that. So, not saying that Hayabusa would be affected by it per se, but Nikke are like, are you familiar with how much 2B weighs? Nikke are on that level of like weight. They're not like humans, so like they're nothing but like machinery and stuff. So they're really, really heavy. They're not powerful in terms of like, they don't have magic or any sort of like, how do I say, like forbidden source of power coming from like the within and stuff like that. There's nothing like that. They only use guns. They use guns that the average human cannot hold because it's supported by the mass of like the Nikke themselves. I wouldn't imagine Hayabusa having too much of a difficult time dealing with any Nikke, because Nikke by law mentally are unable to harm humans. They can't like directly physically assault them. There are ways around it, but like just by that alone they wouldn't even be able to like attack them.
遅かったな。
待たせてしまったわね。ひどい吹雪だったのよ。ここまで来るのに随分手間取ったわ。それで負傷者はいないわ。
Also, the animation wasn't anything crazy, but it was enough to show. I guess it was good for like Nikke players, right? I like to see like the new characters or just the characters work. Like I want to see how they look and not like take a 2D live 2D animation like this.
本当にご無事で何よりです。
私たちを助けに来てくださったのに何の役にも立てず申し訳ありません。
そんなことないわ。ちゃんと救援部隊を連れてきてくれたじゃない。これ以上敵が増えたらいくら私たちでも危なかったもの。
そう正直に言うとこれ以上
I like how they're giving them like, hey, you guys did help.
そう言っていただけ
Yeah.
そういえばプレデターは
そこだ。
You might want to take that core. Oh, I get it. Okay, I need to see where the hard ending goes, and I'll see where this ending goes, and I'll talk about it, and I'll wonder what happens with the hard ending. If they take this core is going in the direction I'm hoping it goes.
女王様、すっごく大きな狼さんです。
あれが例のプレデターね。
本当に倒したんですね。すごい。すごいだって。
まだ雑魚が残っているはずだ。リーダー格のやつはコアを破壊した。共食いはもうできないだろう。
Oh, never mind. All right, there goes that.
近接戦闘能力には注意しろ。まあ、リーダーもいない今となっては無謀の手だ。後始末は頼む。
わかったわ。私たちに任せて。
本当に勝ったのか。
They're gonna inspire him to be a better commander.
じゃあこの後は洞窟探検ですね。
Oh, Neve actually showed up. Well, look at that.
途中で眠くならないように。
We're never gonna get it all for her, are we?
ちょっと待ってください。何の安全対策もせずに向かうつもりですか？さてと、私たちはそろそろ。
Everybody here looks like a child. And it's a Asian beauty standard kind of thing. But not everybody. I think just most of these characters are... So Vesti and Signal are two younger looking characters. Alice... Personally, I don't like Alice, but... Yeah, she's got lore related issues. Everyone else should be, except the commander. He looks kind of young too. I when the event started, I had made note of that too.
どうやって勝ったんだ。
How old are they? Their ages range from like, because they've been alive for a couple hundred years maybe. But these are fairly young, like newer generations. Ludmilla maybe is older. I know Leader is old. Like I'll show you. I'll go around and show some of the characters. Now I'm also gonna say this too. I don't know how many streams you've been to of mine, but I will say this every time. I'm a lolly hater. Okay, I hate lolly characters with a burning passion. There is one in this game that's actually really good because she's not made to be fan service. She's written so well. And because of the way she's written, I love the character so much. Perfect tactics.
完璧な戦術？そんなものはない。勝って目的を果たすまで。考えられることをすべてやり、視力を尽くして戦っただけだ。
Lolly lovers are weirdos creeps, yeah. Good. Nah, like I'm pretty adamant about that. It's just one of those things where it's like it's a long discussion that I don't have the energy for, but I've talked about it a few times. Catch me in like another stream when I'm not feeling like garbage, and then I'll have the whole I'll talk about it. But it's just the essence of it is pretty much what you said.
その覚悟ができないなら地上には出ないことだな。三流。目的を果たすまで。
Look at Eunhwa motivating.
そのアンリミテッドの皆さん、
はい。
何かしら。
無理を言っているのは承知の上で、私の仲間を探していただけませんか。
仲間。
その正確な場所は思い出せないのですが、私たちを先に逃がして一人でプレデターと戦った仲間がいるんです。なので、
もしかして茶色の髪のお姫様のことですか。
Lore reasons, she suffers from overheating, so her brain is kind of messed. So the way that Nikkes are built, they take the brains of a once living human, and you're put into the brain of an android, right? And you have the mass-produced ones like these that aren't made to survive that long, and then you have like the specialized, personalized ones like these. Her case is that everyone's brain is functional except hers because it's overheating, and that's why she not just looks. I think she died at a young age. This is why she looks like this or turned into a Nikke. But she talks like this because of that, and it's not really my thing, but
そうです。クマのキーホルダーの
brain shelter. Well, yeah, so in cases where they can't save the actual body of the Nikke, they harvest the brain out of the head cavity, and they store it so that they can transfer it into a new Nikke body. And sometimes the brains don't survive. Like, the whole lore about the Nikkes, and then, like, it's very deep. So you have what's called brain switches, which completely... It varies between Nikke, but in some cases they'll end up turning on their own squad and killing everyone. Their eyes turn red, get corrupted. It's quite a bit.
ちも無事だったみたいね。
そうだね。
気がかりが一つ消えたな。よかったわね。ずっと気にしてたものね。救出した子たちがどうなったか。だからずっとあの二人のことを気にかけてたんでしょ。そんな覚えはない。そう？とにかくアークに戻るぞ。
Uh-oh. Okay. So what is the hard mode going to be about? There's going to be something cooking on the surface. Okay. So the event's done until hard mode. I can just quickly go over some of the characters, and then I can even show some of the ones that I like, right? So oh, I forgot to get the, hold on, I gotta that. Oh, Eunhwa. I might just put that out there. Alright. So, like, for example, I can even just talk about like the home screen. This character, Nihilister, so when the game first came out, this character was leaked. Well, leaks, you know, we sought it out. And you find her in the story in like chapter 20, which is way far into the game. And you can only recruit her after you beat her in the main story. Then you spend about 5 months getting her out of jail. Then you can use her, but she's actually garbage. There's Raven from Stellar Blade. I don't think I need to say much about that. Raven's just cool. This is Crow. If you are new to the Nikke community, everybody hates this character. And they treat her like she killed their families and kicked their dog. And that's how I'll always describe her. Personally, I love her design. I like the way she's written, and she's very consistent. I like how she... How do I say? I like the questions that she poses, the main character, and some of the other characters involved. Moran is an idiot, but we love her. Scarlet is my probably one of my absolute favorites of this game, all-time favorites. And then we have the spoiler reasons. She doesn't normally look like this. When you first meet her, she's like, so Rappy's one of the main characters. There's 3 characters that are like the main trio. So this is Rappy, but I have her in a skin. This is what she normally looks like, right? And then for story reasons and spoiler reasons, she now looks like this, which I won't talk about. I already saw. This is Scarlet from the future. This is Scarlet from the past, and I like both of them so much. This version of Scarlet is like, I'll fight everyone, no matter, even if I can't win, as long as you don't. This is like, I don't care if I lose as long as you don't win. That's how it is, yeah. And then this is Scarlet of today. She's a drinker. She's a heavy drinker now. She's softened up. You see how excited and getting. She's a farmer too. There's a lot to talk about. I can just talk about the characters, but then you have like, you got to talk about the pilgrims. Pilgrims are like the best of the best in this game in terms of like in-game lore, in terms and like actual like how strong they are for your account. Like if you get a pilgrim and you're a new player, you're literally just gonna like blaze through all of the story and stuff. So then you have like, you know, Cinderella. And then this is the character I was talking about. So like, enormous. I'm a lolly hater. We hate lollies, right? And I was a big hater of this character in the beginning, but she's not sexualized. She's probably one of the, and you asked about the age, right? Because she died as a child. She's still one of the oldest characters out of all the characters that we have here. And there's some pretty old characters, like Dorothy is pretty old, all right? But Leader, I think, is older than her. Oh yeah, we love Noir. But this is just the skin. This is her default. Oh, goodness. Mermaid was a pilgrim. Mihara. But she, okay, that's an, you know, that's Modernia. Long story about this one. I'm not gonna say it or talk about it. Never a fan of Alice. Ludmilla's cool. We love Dorothy. Tove, we just saw in the story there. Jackal, she's very silly. Biscuit, wholesome, right? We say that. I can't think of another. This maiden is, this is an alt maiden though. Maiden, what's her default? Maiden hates her coworker. She's been trying to be nice to her recently, and I wish she wouldn't. But that's Maiden normally. And then her coworker, whom I don't care for at all. Where is she? Oh God. It'd be easier if I type it, right? Instead of trying to look for it. Oh my god. Guillotine? Is an I right there? That doesn't look right. Guillotine. Is that not... Is her name spelled differently from Guillotine, or is it like Guillotine? We have to look for this fucking character now. Oh my goodness. Where's the Edgelord? She's down here. Because I don't have her in the sync device, I don't think. I shouldn't have her in there. Maybe I do. Oh my god, I'm gonna lose my mind. Oh wait, you know what I could do? Why do all of that? Where's Maiden? Just go here. Guillotine. And yeah. So she's an edgelord. She's like the Chuni. And she's got the forbidden power, the hidden power. We love Senti. Anis is our beloved. So this is the summer Anis, right? But she's one of the best written characters in this game. We love Anis. She's just a good character. I mean, if we're looking at just characters that I like, right? Already saw Moran. I like a lot of the characters to varying degrees too. We like Helm. And then we have some characters that I do like that aren't good. We'll like Bay. There's Clay, whom I also like, but oh, we love Aid. This is her fit, right? We have a little outfit for her. This is what she's a maid. She normally looks like, and this is just her. We love her on. God, she needs an ult so bad. We love Rosanna. And then there's Summer Rosanna too, which is somewhere. Oh, right here. Yeah, I don't think we need to see all that. But anyways, there's also Sakura, who's one of my OG favorites. Like, her original design is so cool, but the OG one is only good for one specific boss that was no longer a problem for me by the time she released. God, she looks so cool. And then she had a summer version, just like Rosanna. Use my SSR Grand Blue luck to not be sick. If I lose here. What do you mean? Brother, I'm getting hoed in all the games. But we got Unhwa already. And we got Emma before. How long are they here for? 4 days. Oh, I have enough to pull. Alright, who am I after? Well, I'm not gonna use this yet. We still don't have... Oh my god. What's her name? Sora? Yeah. We still don't have Sora. You got 4 SSRs today? You shouldn't be sick anymore. That's enough to heal. Okay. If only. Oh. Oh, I'll take that actually. That's I'll take that. I'm gonna end the stream now though. I finished my Nikke quota. Yeah, Gramble has been absolute. I haven't even done Diablos farming yet, which I'm not gonna probably do yet. Yeah, you want to see what I ended up getting? What my stocks look like? Oh, we got one free draw. Oh boy. Look at that. Look at that number. Look at what we're left with. Dream roll, let's go. We got Tico. I don't even know who this is. Oh, isn't this what's her name, sister? I know who this is. Show. And we got fucking Cagliostro, bro. I was so upset. I was so gutted. And then this. This is so we got this. And that. I was just like, I just did a deep inhale and I said to myself, I just went back to sleep. I tried. Couldn't hide the pain on my face, brother. What am I doing with water CAG, bro? What am I doing with water CAG in 2025? All these characters I don't have, and they said, hey, you know what we'll give you instead? We'll give you the character that doesn't matter. We have Lich, and we have this on rate up. Nothing. I was hoping Orlogia would be on rate up, but I think Orlogia was rate up last month. No Basara. I was like, yeah, I'll do it, because even if I don't get any of the new characters, I'm bound to get something, right? Yeah, that's true. I was bound to get something. Alright, but anyways, yeah, I'm just gonna end the stream. I'm gonna go back to laying down. I'm watching the Uma movie with my squad in 2 hours. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna try and close my eyes for a bit. And then get ready, because I'm gonna eat like a degenerate, an unhealthy heathen.